Hi everyone, I am back again today to start decoupage technique that you can use on glass, plastic and any kind of materials that you have at home. You don't need to go shopping. So this is the one that I will be doing today. This is a cup that I decoupage with normal tissue papers, and you can use napkins, tissue papers. This is a plastic sweet box that I got and I colored it used with decoupage. So I need only for this technique this glue. You can use normal white glue also, and some old tissues and gift wrapping papers you can of course use, and some of you see these are gift wrapping papers that I have. I use those ones and colorful ones. By the way, I don't use single colors. Single color is a good option, but I like to have bright way, so that's why I use few colors. And these are tissues, so you can use tissues also if you like. It's very nice. And in tissues you need to cut the flower around, flower or whatever the pattern that you have. Like in here I already have cut one butterfly and few flowers together, so I'm using these two. So if you like, you can cut flowers or anything that you will be like to use. And you need some buttons or any kind of like squeakins or beads or anything that you can use. So for starters, you just apply glue. And as I hope I remember everyone, when you're using tissues, you have to make sure your brush is so softer. You have to add the brush in a hot water and leave it, especially glue brushes, because once it gets dry, it's getting very hard. So I apply glue. I'm going to show you the first technique in the glass bottle. So glass bottle should be clean, so you can use dishwash and just clean it out. And don't be scared because glue will be drying and not showing any of the marks. So you can use this way. Apply glue only to the area that you will put the tissues, not everywhere in the bottle. So you can cut it long lines like this way, and you can stick it around like this. So when you know that it's too big, you can cut it off, the extra part, and then again you have to do is use the brush, glue it over again. So should be look like this. Don't worry about the glue. Once it get dry, it will be not showing. And make sure you don't press hard the brush. So if you press the brush, it will be damaging your tissue papers, because these papers are very thin. It's not thick. Extra part you have to cut it, and you can repeat the full bottle same way. The full bottle, it will look so nice in the end. You can use for candle holder. It's much more giving a brighter look once it get dry. So I have multicolors, so I'm going to use multicolors because I like have bright one. Make sure you do not press the brush, because if you press the brush, you can damage your tissue papers. So it should be look like this way, because I use three colors: light blue, green and orange. But you can repeat the full bottle with the same way. I will leave this one in a small side so I will not damage it. There's another technique you can do. With these tissue papers, you can cut different shapes like stars or heart. In this one, if you see, I use star shape. So I have a puncher, so I use the stars to cut and I stick the stars in this one. And even in this one, you can see this is a sweet box I got, so I use this one. This is also a plastic, so you don't need exact glass to use this project. You can use some plastics also. So here see, this is star shape. You can cut hearts, or this is another one that you have to cut for small pieces, or you can tear it. Tearing is much more easy instead of cutting squares like this way. Use few colors like 2 or 3, it will be nice. long lines I cut and keep, so it's easy for me. So tearing it will be much more nicer and easy for you, and it look nice, the edges, instead of cutting. So I have now few colors. So what I will do, this is a plastic cup of old. This is a recycled material. So you can do is, you can add little bit glue on the plastic like this way. So take tissue pieces one by one and stick it. And remember one thing, previous one we did was long lines, and this is now square pieces that we will be using, like overlapping, you see. Make sure you add glue over the paper also, if not it will not stick properly. It's very important to stick the edges. Once it get dry, if not it can come out. So see, don't press hard, you have to be softer like this one. That's why we always keep our glue brushes in the hot water, so it will be not damaging when you do a project. So here see, now in my full, this side is done. If you see my cup, it looks so nice. I overlap different shapes. See, edges you can just apply glue and bend it. So it should be look like this, see, multicolors, and it's very nice. Once the project is done, I'm going to take another picture and post it on the Instagram and Facebook. Maybe you can see it, and make sure you put likes on my projects. So it should be look like this way. If you see, we keep this one in the side. This is the second way that you can do. There's another way. If you don't have these papers, great, these are tissue papers that you can use on gift wrapping and things. There's another way that you can use napkins. So I always like to keep napkins with flowers or anything that shape. I cut around the napkin. I remove all the white color parts. That's why. So you can use the same thing on this. I'm going to use this glass cup for that. Apply glue. And I'm going to stick the flower like this way. So when you stick in the flower, you have to make sure you don't press hard the brush. You'll be softer, because every tissue have two pieces. There's a back side extra piece, so you have to remove that one. If not, your paper will be not sticking properly. So you can go over it and make it nicer. Don't worry about the glue, because once it get dry, it will be not showing. So I'm using normal white glue. It's very good. And okay, so it should be look like this way once I finish, you see. But when it get dry, all this white color glue will be going away, so you don't need to worry about that part. So the other little I will do is, I have just small butterfly I cut, so I want to stick that one also. And I'm applying a little bit extra glue over it without pressing hard the tissue, so all the edges will be dry. So there's a small technique that I like to use. If you don't have glitter glue, you can always use glitter little bit, not too much, very little, and apply little bit glue onto the glitter. Mix it very well like this way, and anything that you like to use, for example in this one, you can give a over, just go over it little bit. So you will have, once it get dry, you will have glitter on your art piece. So if you see this one, I apply glitter over it, so it will be not coming out. And of course you can use 3D liners now, and you can make some dots or write some things. Like this is done by a student of mine, so she wrote her name here with glitter liner. You can try that one. That is another one technique. And the other thing you can do is, you can use like small squeakings, buttons like this one. So I have buttons, so you can just peel it out, stick it on your art piece. like this way. So you can apply around it anywhere that you like. So when you finish, you will have like this way. See, in this one I apply glitter and I add some buttons, if you see, and my lines are long lines. If you see, all the paper that I stick, it's long lines, not short ones. So like this bottle I started in the first place, this is the one, so it's long lines I use. So you also can try this technique at home. I hope you guys enjoyed today's project and have a fun and stay home. Bye. Okay, I